And welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV. My name is Andy. Well, on the news this time, we've got the superb or really beautiful, Yemi Alade, closely followed by Wizkid, and we're rounding up the news with TEMS. Before I go on, definitely I'd like to say a very big thank you for all the likes and the comments on this channel. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the post notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And we have a lot of videos that will drop here every day, like every minute. So just hit the post notification bell so that you will know when all of this drops. Just look beneath this video. You'll see the bell there and the subscribe button. So just do it real quick. So moving on to the news, starting up with Yemi Alade, the very beautiful and talented Yemi Alade. Yeah, one of Nigeria's best, leading female artists. Has been doing so well for herself, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, for a very long time. My favorite song would actually still be Johnny, one of our very, old songs there. One of my favorites for me. Well, Yemi Alade is on the news this time, definitely because she was invited for the Earth Shots Prize, which is hosted by the British royal family. A prize on, given to, people based on what they've done in terms of the environment and all, they say, global warming and keeping the environment safe for different things. So the Earth Shots Prize is, for this, people like this, who have contributed into the environment. Well, Yemi Alade was, called upon to perform during the Earth Shots Prize. She was called upon by the royal family, the Prince William and Princess Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Well, during this award, Yemi Alade met a lot of people. She had pictures here. You have here a picture of herself and Ed Sheeran during this award, and then you can see her really beautiful dress for this award. Well, on her Instagram page, she was really excited, and she came to her Instagram page, put a picture of herself meeting with the prince and the princess, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, and how they met during this award. And then she was really happy. She put out this picture to show how happy she was to have performed at this event, and also to have performed for the royal family. So on her Instagram page, she put the caption to that particular picture. She says, thank you for inviting us, Prince Williams and Duchess Kate, and selecting my song Rain. She says, happy to know the Duchess loved my dress and the Duke loved my performance at the Earth Shots Prize. So really excited. Yemi Alade goes on to say, mommy, they send their love to you too. So Yemi Alade really happy about this one, really happy to have been invited by the royal family to perform at the Earth Shots Prize. It's a really, big event here. And then she goes on to put out a picture of herself, with the prince and then the princess here, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. And she was like really happy to have performed with this for this set of people. And then she goes out to put out the caption there of how happy she was to have been invited, and that these people actually liked her song Rain, and they loved what she wore. According to her, she said they loved her costume. So big congrats to Yemi Alade, definitely on that one. So moving on, which is Wizkid, definitely Machala Starboy. Yeah, Starboy just completed his Made in Lagos tour, and that's the North American tour, in which he toured different parts of the United States. A whole lot of cities actually went down, about 20 dates if I'm correct on this one. And so many sold out shows, so many people actually came out to support the Starboy on this one. We had a lot of artists, the likes of Rihanna, and so many people who actually came out to support. You had Kevin Hart on that one also. Yeah, so all this whole days actually ended, and I think on the 16th, it ended, the tour ended then. And during an interview, obviously, media tours, after you complete your concert, your tour, you have to go on different media tours. So on one of Wizkid's media tours at Complex TV, he was asked, and then they asked him how it came about, Essence with Justin Bieber, which is actually a very big song in the United States. So Wizkid said, well, he had released Essence, and then Justin Bieber actually liked the song, and he actually buzzed him and said, what, Wiz, I actually like this song and I would love to be on this one. So Wiz sent him the song, and then Justin Bieber actually sent him his verse, and then Wizkid actually liked the verse, and then they had a link up for this particular song. That was as regards how he got to meet with Justin Bieber to record this particular song, Essence. Well, talking about his relationship with Justin Bieber, Wizkid also said that there are other songs with Justin Bieber, and then pretty soon the world will get to know more about the other songs he has recorded with Justin Bieber. So Essence is not just the only song that he has currently with Justin Bieber. there are other songs, and Wizkid says soon these songs will get to come out and be released, and then we'll know about these other songs. Well, still on the interview, he was asked about his favorite song of the Made in Lagos album, and then surprisingly, Wizkid didn't actually mention Essence, which is actually the wave of the moment. Wizkid said his favorite song of this Made in Lagos is actually Blessed, featuring Damian Marley, and True Love. So he said this song actually has has something in him, and then he relates to this song better, that anytime this songs actually come on, he just feels it really well. And then he was asked which one does he prefer among the two. He said he actually loves the two the same way. He can't pick one over the other. So yeah, Wizkid going on to say, what, I have other songs with Justin Bieber, and my favorite song of the Made in Lagos is actually not Essence. Surprisingly, it is actually Blessed and True Love. So yeah, that's what Wizkid had to say for that one as regards his Made in Lagos album and his features with Justin Bieber. So I'll be rounding up the news with TEMS. Yeah, the beautiful TEMS, baby. Yeah, so Wizkid and TEMS definitely have been over on the news for a very long time for the song Essence and how this song has been doing. Wizkid has been on tour, as I said earlier, though the tour is over. TEMS doing the same thing, having performed in the US also. So this time, TEMS is on the news definitely for the Billboard, and this time it's on the Billboard World Album Chart for this EP, If Orange Was a Place. Definitely this EP has a whole lot of songs, has Crazy Things, has Found, has Avoid Things, has Vibe Out, really amazing songs, and definitely my song would be of this one. Mine would be Crazy Things, definitely. Well, this time this EP is doing really well on the Billboard World Albums. And so this one says Billboard World Album for the week of October 23. So yeah, this says at TEMS, baby, If Orange Was a Place is at number 13 on this week's Billboard World Albums chart. It goes on to say here, it has spent 4 weeks on the chart, more than any project released by an African female act this decade. Let me take that particular part again because it has a whole lot in it. It says it has spent 4 weeks on the chart, more than any project released by an African female act this decade. So this says a whole lot. TEMS, If Orange Was a Place has actually spent 4 weeks on this chart, on the World Album chart, and it has haven't spent that 4 weeks. It is the only project by an African female act for this decade that has stayed that long on that particular chart. So yeah, big congrats to TEMS on this one. So it says here, as we have here, the number 13. Last week it was also at number 13, so it still stays on the same spot. It has been on the week for 4 weeks, as I said earlier, and its peak position on this particular chart is at number 7. So yeah, If Orange Was a Place. So yeah, we have it. The analytics for it still the same thing, number 13 last week, still number 13. 2 weeks ago it was at number 12. Peak position still number 7, and 4 weeks on the charts. Big congrats to TEMS on this one. So with TEMS, that's how we're rounding up the news at this moment. Remember, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the post notification bell so that you would know each time a new video drops. So just do it right now. And if want to say something as regards the comments, you can always drop a comment down here, and we would always be here to reply to some, if not all, of your comments. But until the next news, my name remains Andy. See ya.